Okay, so at a first attempt at this question, people would usually try to prove it because it's so intuitive that um, this is true. But in fact, this is one of those instances where our intuition is not good enough. We have to be mathematical. This is actually a very famous uh, the so-called paradox. It's called the Simpsons paradox, hence the reference to Simpsons. Um, and I'm just gonna demonstrate it by using some numbers. So let's assume that we have two collections and the TV shows and the movies. TV shows and movies. And in these two collections, um, in each one of them, if you pick a comedy, you have a chance of having that comedy be good, and if you pick a drama, you also have a chance of that drama being good. And you know that the chance of a comedy being good is higher than the chance of the drama being good. So let's go ahead and pick some numbers for the TV shows. I'm just gonna pick very simple numbers. So let's just assume that we have one drama which is bad. Okay, so I have one drama and it's just bad. So out of these one dramas, there is one which is bad and there is zero which is good. So now if I pick a drama out of the TV shows, then my chance of having a good drama is zero, right? So anything is obviously above good, so we can just be liberal here. So let's say that we have 10 comedies. I'm just gonna pick some exaggerated numbers so that you can see this better, but out of these 10 comedies, the only requirement we have is that one of them has to be good, so that we have a non-zero chance of picking a good comedy if we pick a comedy. So let's go with that. So let's say that there are 9 comedies which are bad, and then there is only one comedy which is good. So the thing is that although there is a higher chance of picking a good comedy if you pick a comedy, then there is a chance of picking a good drama if you pick a drama. The numbers here are small, so movies can dominate these numbers. Okay, now I'm just gonna demonstrate that by picking 1,000 dramas here. So in this category, I'm gonna have my chance. So in this category, the chances of having something good if you pick something are pretty low. In this other category, the category of movies, I'm gonna bump that chance to let's say almost 1/2. Basically, any number could work, but I'm just gonna pick 1/2. So let's say that there is almost a 1/2 chance of picking a good drama if you pick a drama out of the movies. But it's going to be almost. So let's say that there are 501 bad ones and there are 499 good ones. Okay. And then for the comedies, I just need to have at least 50% chance of picking a good comedy. So in order to realize that, I'm gonna have as few comedies as I can. So 2 comedies. One of them is good and one of them is bad. Okay. So the thing is that out of dramas, the movies dominate in terms of numbers. There is 1,000 drama movies and there is just one drama TV show. In terms of comedies, the TV shows dominate. There are 10 comedies here and there are only 2 comedies here. So when you combine these two categories together, the probabilities of having something good move toward sort of like the dominating category. So in the case of dramas, the probability of having something good is going to gravitate towards the probability here, which is almost 50%. Whereas in the case of TV shows, the probability is going to gravitate towards here, which is just a low number. It's just 10%. Okay, because the numbers here dominate, because the numbers are set up so that the TV shows dominate the comedies and the movies dominate the dramas. Okay, so in order to make sure that our calculations are correct, let's just calculate the probabilities. So now, if I don't look at the movies and TV shows, and just look at drama and comedies, what's the probability of picking something good if I pick a drama? Well, how many dramas are there in total? There is 1001 dramas, and out of those, 499 of them are good. This is just slightly less than 50%. In fact, you can say that it's almost 50%. Okay. Now, what about the comedies? Well, I have 12 comedies, right? There are 10 here and there are 2 here, so I have 12 comedies. And out of those, there are only 2 which are good, 1 here and 1 here. So it's going to be 2 over 12, which is 1 over 6, which is certainly a lot less than 50%, or in fact, let's say it's less than 30% for sure. Okay, so as you can see, the probability of having a good drama, given that you pick a drama, is much higher than the probability of picking a good comedy, given that you're picking a comedy. So I hope that the numbers exaggerated in this way help you understand this phenomenon better.